You know it's this. Take a perk and a talk of this shit. Money swollen like sis. They done perfected the kid. Got a billion who sang on my hater. Don't be better. Pull out the rope I just went. I know we got $1 million. The devil that shit ain't not cheaper again.
And welcome back to MangaMuse, guys. We are happy to have you back with us today in new part of What If Naruto Meets Rent a Girlfriend. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and also press the bell icon so that you never miss a great update. Also, make sure to check out the wonderful author Hector Flores on FANFICTIONnet. Well, let's continue with the story now.
Hector leaned back in his chair, rubbing his chin. He stared at the group around the table. Hiro sat across from him, munching on a snack. Audrey fiddled with her necklace. Circuit lounged nearby, her eyes sharp as ever. Why the hell, Hector said, do almost all these merged realities we jump into turn out HRM-based? Or at least HRM-centric? It's like every world we hit has that vibe. Hiro chuckled. He wiped his mouth with a napkin. That's the pot calling the kettle black, buddy. You were the first one to dive into a HRM situation. Or set one up, depending on how you look at it. His tone carried a teasing edge. They had been through so many wild jumps together. Merged realities meant worlds blending together in odd ways. Heroes from one story mixed with villains from another. Powers clashed. And yeah, harems popped up a lot. Women are drawn to the strong guys like Hector and Hiro. It started as a joke in their adventures. But now it felt routine. Hector shot him a glare. He crossed his arms. Hold on. I don't have a HRM. My wife does. She built it. I just get to join in sometimes. He thought about it for a second. His wife had this magnetic pull. Strong, confident women gravitated to her. Hector tagged along, enjoying the perks. It wasn't his doing. Or so he told himself. A flush crept up his neck. He hated it when Hiro twisted things like this. Hiro waved a hand. Semantics. Pure semantics. Call it what you want. It's still a HRM dynamic. He grinned wider. The word semantics hit home. It meant splitting hairs over words. But in their line of work, details mattered. One wrong merge could trap them in a nightmare world. Audrey cleared her throat. She placed a gentle hand on Hector's arm. Her voice stayed calm, warm. Love shows up in all sorts of ways. People express it differently. There's no one right path. She glanced at Hiro, her husband. Their bond had grown through these jumps. Even you have a HRM of sorts, Hiro. It's just how things shake out. Hector grumbled under his breath. Mostly made up of my daughters. The words tumbled out bitterly. He felt a pang in his chest. His girls had taken a shine to Hiro. Adventures forged tight ties. But seeing them flock to his friends stung. Pride mixed with jealousy. He loved his family. Yet this HRM talk always poked at old wounds. Hiro didn't argue. He shrugged. Can't deny that. His eyes softened for a beat. He respected Hector's feelings. No need to push. They had fought side by side too long for real fights. Anyway, what's the plan for our traditional post-mission meal? We earned it after that last jump. Hector's mood shifted. A sly smile formed. He leaned forward. You always complain that nobody notices or appreciates your cooking. Well, time to prove it. Hiro, you're on grill duty. Circuit and I will judge. Call it a one-sided shokyuji. Solo style. Hiro's eyes widened. Shokyuji? You had to pull that from Food Wars. The term came from that anime. It meant a high-stakes cooking battle. Losers faced big penalties. Like expulsion from school. Or weirder bets in their world. Hiro groaned. But a spark lit in his eyes. Challenge accepted. Fine. You want me to cook? I'll blow you away. Get ready for a barbecue that'll knock your sandals off. I'm talking a spread like the Yukihira Meat Amusement Park. Circuit perked up. Yukihira what? She had joined their group later. Not as familiar with the pop culture nods. Hector explained quick. It's from the show. Soma's family runs this diner. They turn meat into fun, wild dishes. Think skewers that dance with flavors. Meats grilled to perfection. Sides that surprise you. Audrey nodded. Sounds tasty. But Hiro, no pressure. She squeezed his hand. Worry flickered in her gaze. Hiro's cooking skills shone in quiet moments. But under scrutiny, he could get intense. Hiro stood. Pressure? I'll show you pressure. He marched to the kitchen. The room buzzed with energy. Their base had a solid setup. Wide counters. A big grill outside. Fridge stocked from past missions. Rewards from grateful worlds. He grabbed a white headband from a drawer. Tied it around his forehead like Soma Yukihira. The pose screamed determination. Sweatband mode on. Watch this. He rolled up his sleeves. First the meats. Lamb chops, thick and marbled. Poultry melons, fresh and plump. Sausages coiled like secrets. He sliced with precision. Knife flashed. Chops fell evenly. Poultry diced into bites. Aromas rose already. Garlic, herbs, a hint of spice. Hector watched from the doorway. Audrey hovered close. Her brow creased. Is he okay? That last jump was rough. Demons everywhere. We barely made it. Hector put an arm around her. He'll be fine. No danger here. Just food and fun. He felt her relax a bit. Their friendship ran deep. Hiro's temper flared hot. But it fueled his best work. In the kitchen, Hiro hummed a tune. Thoughts raced. Why always harems? He pondered Hector's question. Maybe the merges pulled from tropes. Strong heroes attract followers. Women in these stories often formed bonds quick. Intense battles sparked feelings. His own HAREM with Hector's daughters? It started innocently. Training sessions turned flirty. Shared laughs led to more. He didn't seek it, but he owned it now. He seasoned the lamb. Rubbed in rosemary, salt, and pepper. Simple yet bold. For poultry, a yogurt marinade. Tangy with cumin. Skewers next. Threaded veggies between meat chunks. Peppers are red and green. Onions sweet. The grill is heated outside. Coal glowed orange. Smoke curled up. Circuit joined the watch. Smells good already. She sniffed deeply. Her scorpion nature made her sense flavors sharply. Hiro flipped the first batch. Sizzle filled the air. Juices dripped. He basted with sauce. Honey glaze for shine. This ain't just barbecue. It's an experience. He plated samples. Brought them over hot. Hector took a bite. The lamb was tender. Flavors burst. Smoky herby. Not bad. But can you top the poultry? Hiro smirked. Watch. He grilled chicken fast. High heat for crisp skin. Inside stayed juicy. Served with a side of grilled corn. Butter slathered. Lime squeeze for zing. Audrey tasted. Eyes lit up. Hiro, this is amazing. Pride swelled in her. He nailed it. No stumbles. They bantered as plates filled. Hector teased. See? Your skills shine when pushed. Hiro Shopek, next time you cook? Fair's fair. Circuit laughed. I judge that too. The meal stretched. Stories from the mission flowed. That merged world had harems galore. Queens with guards. All eyes are on heroes like them. They escaped with scratches. But bonds strengthened. Hiro unwrapped the headband. Sweat beaded his brow. Satisfaction hit. Told you. Sandals off. Hector nodded. Yeah. You win this round. The group ate on. Laughter echoed. Post-mission peace at last. In their crazy life, moments like this kept them grounded. Harems or not, family stuck. As plates cleared, Audrey leaned on Hiro. Love in many ways, right? He kissed her forehead. DMN right. Hector watched. Grumble faded. He saw the truth. Their worlds twisted. But hearts stayed true. The meal sealed it. Another jump survived. Another meal shared. The group sat around the worn wooden table in their cozy, safe house kitchen. Steam from their simple meal of rice and grilled fish still lingered in the air. Forks clinked one last time as plates cleared. Circuit wiped her mouth with a napkin. She leaned forward, eyes sharp on Hector. So, you two know this series? One of the universes we're merging comes from it. Hector paused, fork midair. He glanced at Hiro, his partner in these wild missions. Hiro nodded, taking the lead. We've run merge aid ops to blended worlds from Naruto and other stories. Hundreds of times, easy. Maybe thousands over the years. Naruto's a big one, ninja villages, chakra fights, all that epic stuff. We've jumped in to help stabilize those realities when they glitch. Circuit raised an eyebrow. Her fingers drummed on the table. Okay, but Lois? How deep are you into Naruto itself? Hiro grinned. Pretty deep. We know the clans, the jutsus, the whole 9 yards. But merged spots with rent-a-girlfriend? Not many. That one's more about everyday drama guys renting girlfriends, awkward dates, real-life mess. We've only hit a handful of those blends. Still, the core idea clicks. Rental relationships in a ninja world? We can roll with it. Adapt on the fly, keep things from falling apart. Hector chuckled softly. He felt a spark of excitement. These missions always mixed the weird with the intense. Yeah, it's like piecing puzzles from fan dreams. Works every time. Circuit crossed her arms. She looked skeptical. Hold up. How do you even know merged realities exist with something niche like rent-a-girlfriend? Sounds too random. Hiro burst out laughing. His voice echoed off the walls. He slapped the table lightly. Oh, it's not random at all. Merged realities pop up when folks who love two stories start dreaming them together. Picture this. Fans chatting online, drawing crossovers. What if Naruto had to deal with a fake girlfriend scam? Ideas build, energy flows, and bam, a new world forms. Natural as breathing. By now, hundreds exist. Thousands, probably. Naruto alone pairs with everything from superheroes to slice-of-life tales. He leaned back, eyes twinkling. And don't forget, a little angel might have tipped me off about your next gig for me and Hector. Across the table, Audrey's cheeks turned pink. She hid a smile behind her hand. Her heart fluttered. Hiro always knew how to tease. She thought back to their quiet talk earlier that day. She'd spilled the details from Circuit's briefing, excited for the adventure ahead. Circuit smirked, catching the hint. Fine, you caught me. For this merge, Hector, you're stepping into Sasuke Uchiha's shoes. Brooding ninja, revenge arc, the works. Hiro, you're Naruto Uzumaki loud, loyal, never give up energy. And to keep it even? I'm Karen Uzumaki. That sharp-tongued rental girl with a twist. We'll balance the chaos. Hector's mind raced. Sasuke? The lone wolf with fire jutsus and deep grudges. He could feel the role settling in, a mix of thrill and nerves. Sasuke? I'll nail the Sharingan stare. But Karen as an Uzumaki? That's gold. Imagine her bossing around the hidden leaf with that attitude. Hiro nodded eagerly. Naruto fits like a glove. Believe it. We'll handle any fox spirit drama or rental mix-ups. Just picture a battle, me hurling rasengans at shadow clones, while you, Sasuke, slice through with Chidori. And Circuit? Dodging kunai while ranting about bad dates. Circuit laughed, a rare warm sound. Hey, don't knock it. Karen's got fire. In a fight, she'd turn a genjutsu into a breakup speech that shatters illusions. Fair play all around. Audrey watched them banter. Warmth filled her chest. These talks bonded the team. Merged worlds meant risks, unstable timelines, clashing powers, but the fun made it worth it. She squeezed Hiro's hand under the table. You three will crush it. Just come back in one piece. The room buzzed with energy. Plates pushed aside, maps unrolled. They dove into plans, voices overlapping in friendly debate. How would rental gigs clash with ninja codes? What if a Jinchuriki dated a client? Laughter mixed with serious nods. Each idea sharpened its edge for the jump ahead. Circuit let out a sharp laugh. It echoed through the dim chamber. She leaned forward, eyes gleaming with mischief. This is the perfect chance, she said. I can add even more hale, hearty hotties to my HAREM. No way I'm passing it up. Her voice carried that bold edge, full of hunger and play. She scanned the room, spotting her daughters clustered nearby. Some of them burst into giggles right after. They covered their mouths quick, like kids caught with sweets. But their eyes gave them away. Deep down they shared her thoughts. The idea thrilled them, too, though they hid it behind fake coughs and quick glances away. One daughter, with long dark hair, nudged her sister. "Mom's at it again," she whispered. The sister smirked but said nothing. They all felt the pull. Circuit's world always mixed danger with longing. Her HAREM wasn't just about looks. It built power and loyalty through shared risks. These women knew that. Still, they played it cool. No one wanted to seem too eager in front of the others. Circuit turned serious now. She fixed her gaze on Hiro. "Like always, you'll keep your memories, knowledge, and skills." She paused, crossing her arms. "But there's no chance I'm sending Sasuke off there alone. I'm going with him." Her tone hardened. Sasuke stood quietly nearby, arms folded, that signature scowl on his face. He trusted few, but Circuit's protectiveness hit different. She paced a step. "Some of those girls might look pretty, Hiro. Really tempting. But don't drop your guard. They scheme like pros. They twist words, pull strings. Dangerous as any tailed beast." She meant it. Tailed beasts were monsters from old ninja tales, raw power, wild fury, like the nine-tailed fox that wrecked villages. These girls? Same vibe but sly. Hidden claws. She jabbed a finger at him. "Check beneath the underneath. Always." It was her warning code. Layers on layers, like peeling an onion that bites back. Hiro nodded, but as his form started to fade, edges blurring into mist, he shot back a grin. "You don't need the full Kakashi-sensei speech, Circuit." Kakashi's talks were legendary in their circles. That masked ninja drilled caution into kids, stressing trust and hidden threats. Hiro waved it off lightly, though he felt her worry deep. Vanishing fully, he left a ripple in the air. Hector stepped up then. Tall and steady, he took charge of the group. "I'll handle things here," he said to Circuit. His voice stayed calm, but his eyes held warmth. "See you soon." She nodded, a small smile breaking through. The room buzzed with tension now. Excitement mixed with caution. Everyone knew the trip ahead could spark alliances or traps. Circuit's daughters exchanged looks, half-joking whispers flying. "Hope Mom doesn't snag all the good ones," one muttered. Laughter bubbled up again, easing the edge. But underneath, they braced for what came next: schemes, beauty, and beasts in human skin. Hector blinked into focus. He stood in a dim room, the wooden walls of an old house closing in. He knew this place, the Uchiha compound in Konoha. And he knew who he was now, Sasuke Uchiha. His own memories swirled and locked into Sasuke's like puzzle pieces snapping tight. Faces, fights, losses all mixed in his head. Left him dizzy, heart pounding. Sasuke no, Hector in Sasuke's skin felt alone. The bed creaked under him. Sunlight slipped through paper screens. Then a voice cut the quiet from outside. His mother's call was warm and firm. "Wake up, sleepyhead. Time to get ready for the academy. Breakfast waits. No more bed." Sasuke's mind reeled. What the hell? The Uchiha massacre had wiped out his clan. Everyone was killed by Itachi's hand. Or so the memory screamed. How could his mother live? He scrambled up. Clothes flew on: black pants, shirt, sandals. Feet slapped the floor as he rushed to the kitchen. Smells hit him: rice steaming, miso soup bubbling, fish grilling. There she stood, Mikoto Uchiha, chopping greens with steady hands. Her dark hair tied back, apron dusted with flour. She turned. Her eyes widened at his stare. Sasuke froze, mouth dry. She looked real. Alive. Not a ghost from nightmares. "What's wrong, sweetie?" Mikoto set down the knife. She wiped her hands and stepped closer. Her touch brushed his cheek, soft and sure. "You stare like I vanished. Did you dream again? That bad one about your father?" Sasuke swallowed hard. Father's death, he remembered it clearly now. Not the massacre blade, but flames and chaos. The masked man with the one eye hold and the other man with the 5 masks on his body, rampaging through the village years back. They destroyed homes and killed many. Fugaka Uchiha, clan head and fierce ninja, led the charge to stop it. He fell in the fight, a shield for Konoha. A hero in the stories. Mikoto smiled faintly, eyes sad but kind. "Chin-up, son. Your dad saved lives that night. The fox came from nowhere, tails whipping storms. He wouldn't want tears now. Not with Itachi away." She pulled him into a quick hug. Her arms felt safe like home should. Your brother's on a secret task for the third Hokage. That old man trusts him most. Eat up. The academy starts soon. Show them Uchiha fire. Sasuke nodded slowly, thoughts spinning wildly. This world is twisted differently. No BLD-soaked compound. Just breakfast steam and a mother's voice. He sat at the low table, bowl in hand. Rice stuck in his throat. Hector's old life tugged at the edges far from this ninja village. But Sasuke's pull grew stronger. He had to play along. For now. Hero stirred in the soft bed, his eyes fluttering open to sunlight filtering through lace curtains. He blinked hard. Wait, he was Naruto Uzumaki now. His heart raced with the full weight of it. He had braced for a hospital cot or some dingy alley, not this cozy spot. The mattress hugged him like a cloud, sheets whispering against his skin in pastel blues and whites. A fluffy pillow cradled his head, and the bedspread burst with tiny flowers, roses, daisies, forget-me-nots that screamed cute overload. The room matched, walls painted soft yellow with shelves of stuffed animals and old storybooks. He sat up, rubbing his eyes. Someone had laid out clothes, an orange t-shirt that fit just right, loose pants in gray, and simple shoes by the bed. As he pulled them on, memories flooded back Naruto's recent scrapes, like dodging kunai in training or outrunning bullies in the village square. The fox spirit inside, the pranks gone wrong, the loneliness that bit deep. He shook it off and stood, stretching his arms. A sweet voice called from the kitchen. Hey, did you sleep well, Naruto dear? Kara Uzumaki stood there, stirring porridge on the stove, her red hair tied back in a loose bun. She turned, her smile warm like summer sun. Naruto grinned back, though his mind whirled. Yeah, it was great. But what about Karen? Think she'll wake up soon? Academy starts today, first real class. We can't be late. Kara chuckled, a light sound that eased the knot in his chest. She nodded toward the hallway. A wooden sign hung on the door, carved with Karen in curly letters, painted pink. Don't fret, sweetie. She's probably up already. You know your sister, she takes forever getting ready. Wants to look sharp for that first impression. Braids in her hair, uniform pressed just so. Naruto leaned against the doorframe, crossing his arms. He remembered it all too well. At 4 years old, he had curled up on cold streets, stomach growling, after his parents' shadows faded from village whispers. Kara found him there, shivering under a bridge during a rainstorm. She scooped him up without a second thought, her arms strong and sure. You're coming home with me, she had said, voice firm but kind. No questions about his past, just a hot meal and a bath. She adopted him that week, made him part of the Uzumaki family. Gave him this house with its creaky floors and herb garden out back. A real mom who packed lunches and cheered at his spars. And Karen, his big sister by 2 years, was always pushing him. Come on, Naruto, you can throw that shuriken farther. She'd yell during backyard practice, her glasses slipping down her nose as she demonstrated. He felt a rush of thanks, warm in his gut. Without them, he'd still be that lost kid. Karen's too picky, he teased, poking his head into her room. Clothes scattered on the floor, red skirts, white tops, but no sign of her yet. Bet she's practicing her poses in the mirror again. Kara swatted his shoulder playfully with a wooden spoon. Hey, let her be. First days matter. Remember yours last year? You tripped on the steps, but you got up laughing. That's what counts. Naruto nodded, grabbing an apple from the bowl. True. But today? I'm aiming for the top spot in taijutsu drills. No more last place. His voice held that fire, the drive Karen always sparked. She emerged then, hair neat in twin braids, uniform crisp. Ready to crush it, little bro? She asked, ruffling his hair. He ducked away, laughing. Only if you keep up. The three of them headed out, the village paths buzzing with early chatter, academy bells tolling in the distance. For once, Naruto felt rooted, ready. Naruto pushed open the classroom door. Sasuke walked beside him. The room buzzed with chatter from other kids. Heads turned their way. Whispers spread like ripples in a pond. A boy in the back row leaned forward. He nudged his friend. Hey, check it out. That's the son of the Uchiha matriarch, Mikoto Uchiha. His voice carried just enough to catch ears. Mikoto's name alone sparked nods. Everyone knew her as a fierce kunoichi. She led the Uchiha clan with sharp eyes and sharper skills. Sasuke kept his face blank. But inside, he felt the weight of that stare. It always followed him like a shadow. Near the front, two girls sat close. One had bright blonde hair tied in a ponytail. She looked lively with a spark in her blue eyes. Right next to her sat a girl with pink hair. Her green eyes scanned the room. The blonde girl spotted Naruto first. She elbowed her friend. "Look there. And that's the adopted son of the Uzumaki matriarch, Kara Uzumaki." She grinned widely. Her red hair and wild energy made her a legend. She ruled the Uzumaki with an unbreakable spirit. Naruto heard his name. A flush crept up his cheeks. He wasn't used to this much notice. It made his stomach twist. The pink-haired girl rolled her eyes. "Yeah, I know, Ino Pig." Her words came out sharp. She crossed her arms. The nickname hit like a slap. Ino hated it. It came from old taunts about her looks. Her face turned red. She whipped around to glare at her friend. "Don't call me pig, Sakura. You billboard brow." Sakura's forehead was wide. That jab stung back. She touched it without thinking. Their voices rose. Other kids glanced over. Laughter bubbled from a few seats away. Ino's fists clenched on her desk. She leaned in close. "Say that again. I dare you." Sakura stood halfway up. Her chair scraped the floor. "You started it, pig." The air grew thick. Naruto watched from the door. He thought about stepping in. But Sasuke grabbed his sleeve. A small shake of the head said wait. This looked ready to explode. Ino shoved her chair back. Sakura mirrored her. They faced off. Inches apart. Breathing hard. The class held its breath. Would they throw punches? In the ninja academy, spats like this sometimes led to real scraps. Scratches. Bruises. Teachers hated cleaning up the mess. Just then, a man stepped to the front. He had a scar across his nose. It ran straight, like an old cut from battle. His brown hair is tied back. He wore the standard Chunin vest. Kind eyes, but now they narrowed. This was Irika Yumino. The class knew him as fair but firm. He raised one hand. Chakra flared. He formed quick seals. A jutsu is activated. His head swelled up. It grew 3 times bigger. No, 5. His face loomed over the room like a giant mask. His voice boomed. Echoed off the walls. "Knock it off." The words rattled desks. Kids jumped in their seats. "Sit down and pay attention. Or so help me, I will be the one beating those that don't. And they will not be able to sit for a week after I do that. Get me?" The jutsu snapped back. His head shrank to normal. Ino and Sakura froze. They blinked. Then dropped into their seats. No more words. The class went dead quiet. You could hear breaths. Irika dusted his hands. He turned to the board. Chalk scratched as he wrote his name. Irika Yumino. Clear and bold. He scanned the room. His eyes landed on the newcomers. Naruto and Sasuke stood still. They didn't fidget. Didn't complain. Sasuke's dark eyes met Irika's. Cool and steady. Naruto grinned a bit. But he kept it small. Respect was shown in their stance. They scanned for seats. The room had rows of wooden desks. Scratched from years of use. 2 spots sat empty. Right next to each other. In the middle row. Perfect. Naruto slid in first. His bag thumped softly on the floor. Sasuke followed. Graceful like always. No clatter. No fuss. They settled in. Naruto glanced at Sasuke. A nod passed between them. Silent agreement. This place felt new. But they fit right in. Irika cleared his throat. He paced the front. "Alright, class. Settle down for good." His tone softened a touch. But the warning lingered. He picked up a scroll. Unrolled it on his desk. Today's lesson starts with history. We cover the Second Shinobi World War. Kids shifted. Some groaned softly. History could drag. But Irika made it stick. He knew how to pull you in. He tapped the scroll. Think back. The war happened about 30 years ago. It tore the ninja world apart. He drew a rough map on the board. Villages marked with dots. Konoha, Suna, Iwa, Kira. 4 great nations clashed. Hidden leaf against stone. Mist joined in later. Sand picked sides too. His voice painted pictures. Kids leaned forward. Naruto's eyes widened. He knew bits from stories. But details? Fresh. Iruka pointed to Konoha. Our village fought hard. The 3rd Hokage led us. Hiruzen Sarutobi. He sketched a simple figure. Pipe in mouth. Wise face. He faced tough foes. Like the Tsuchikage from Iwa. Pauses let it sink. Battles raged everywhere. Forests burned. Rivers ran red. He described one clash. Amige Cure border. Rain poured nonstop. Ninja from all sides met. Jutsu flew. Fireballs lit the storm. Water dragons crashed against the earth walls. Sasuke listened closely. Uchiha tales are tied to this war. His clan shone in those fights. Sharingan eyes turned tides. He thought of his mother. Mikoto fought then. Saved lives. Earned her matriarch spot. Pride swelled in his chest. Naruto fidgeted. Uzumaki's endurance helped in sieges. Kushina held lines. Never broke. He imagined her. Red hair whipping in the wind. Chains of chakra binding enemies. Iruka went on. Key event, the Battle of the Valley. He erased part of the map. Drew a deep gorge. Konoha forces ambushed Iwa troops. Details poured out. Scouts spotted the trap. But too late. Kunai rained down. Explosions rocked the cliffs. Our side used genjutsu. Made rocks seem to shift. Kids gasped. Ino whispered to Sakura. Cool. Sakura nodded. No glare this time. Focus glued them. Then came the counter. Iruka's hands moved like in a fight. Iwa's earth-style crushed paths. Buried dozens. He explained jutsu basics. Doton, earth release. Molds ground into weapons. Simple words. No fluff. But Konoha had fire users. Uchiha clan led the charge. Sasuke sat straighter. Naruto shot him a look. Grin hidden. Iruka shared a quote. From old records. The 3rd said, unity beats strength alone. He wrote it down. That's why alliances formed late. Ended the war. He talked numbers. Rough ones. Thousands died. Villages lost half their shinobi. Heavy. Class fell quiet. Sakura bit her lip. Ino twisted her hair. Why fight? Iruka asked. No one spoke at first. Then a boy raised a hand. Land? Resources? Iruka nodded. Yes. Borders shifted. Tensions boiled over from the first war. He linked it back. The first war set seeds. Revenge. The second one harvested them. Naruto raised his hand. Did Uzumaki help? Iruka smiled. They did. Seals locked away bijou threats. Pride lit Naruto's face. Sasuke thought of his clan's role. Fire jutsu scorched enemy lines. Turned defeats into wins. Iruka wrapped the start. More tomorrow. Key figures. Treaties. He rolled the scroll. The bell rang soon. But the lesson stuck. Whispers from before faded. Now the talk turned to war tales. Ino and Sakura chatted. No names thrown. Just facts. Naruto turned to Sasuke. That was intense. Sasuke shrugged. History shapes us. They gathered bags. Ready for next class. Bonds formed quietly in that room. Iruka stood at the front of the classroom, his scar across his nose catching the afternoon light from the windows. He clapped his hands once to grab everyone's attention. The students, a mix of eager kids and sleepy ones, looked up from their scrolls and notebooks. All right, class, he said with a firm voice. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll dive back into the theory stuff, the history of the villages, chakra basics, all that good knowledge. But right now, head out to the practice field. Mizuki will lead you through practical skills. He's your assistant teacher for that, and he's got a real knack for hands-on work. A few kids groaned, but most perked up. Practical lessons meant action, not just sitting and reading. In the Ninja Academy, These sessions built real muscle memory. They taught throws, dodges, and basic jutsu under supervision. No one wanted to fail here. It could mean the difference between passing graduation and repeating a year. Irika scanned the room, his eyes warm but strict. If you've got questions about today's notes, come find me before you leave. Don't hold them till morning. The class buzzed as chairs scraped against the wooden floor. Naruto Uzumaki bounced in his seat, his orange jacket already rumpled from the day's fidgeting. He grinned widely, fox-like whiskers twitching on his cheeks. Practical skills? That was his wheelhouse. No boring books, just running, jumping, maybe even a quick spar. He glanced sideways at Sasuke Uchiha, who sat stone still, arms crossed, dark hair falling over one eye. Sasuke always looked so cool, so focused. Naruto felt a spark of envy mixed with fire. One day, he'd show that brooding guy up. As the students filed out, Irika lingered by his desk, stacking scrolls. He watched Naruto sling his bag over his shoulder and dart towards Sasuke. "Hey, wait up, team!" Naruto called, his voice echoing in the hallway. Sasuke didn't break stride, but he shot a quick glare back. The two had been rivals since day one. Naruto, the loud orphan with big dreams of becoming Hokage. Sasuke, the last Uchiha, driven by shadows no kid should carry. Their clashes were legendary in class verbal jabs, accidental shoves during drills. Outside, the sun hung low over Konoha, casting long shadows on the dirt path. To the practice field. The air smelled of fresh grass and distant rain. Mizuki waited there already, his white hair tied back, a whistle around his neck. He was lean and quick, the kind of teacher who demonstrated flips without breaking a sweat. "Line up," he barked as the class arrived. Kids shuffled into rows, some whispering about what they'd learned today. Would it be taijutsu basics? Kunai throws? Last week, they'd practiced evasion rolls, and half the class ended up with grass stains. Irika had joined them briefly, nodding to Mizuki before heading back to the school. "See you all tomorrow," he called over his shoulder. "Give it your best out here." The class echoed a half-hearted, "Yes, sensei." Naruto punched the air, hyped. He turned to Sasuke, who stood a few spots away, staring at the training dummies lined up like silent guards. "Well, Sasuke," Naruto said, sidling closer with a smirk. "I wonder what kind of grade we'll pull in these practical lessons. Who knows? I might even beat you in the sparring circle." His blue eyes sparkled with mischief. Beating Sasuke would be huge. Everyone knew the Uchiha was a natural, precise striker, with Sharingan potential lurking. But Naruto had heart, endless energy. He imagined it, dodging a kick, countering with a spin, the class cheering as he pinned Sasuke down. Yeah, that had wiped the smug look off his face. Sasuke turned his head slowly, black eyes narrowing. He sized Naruto up like he was just another obstacle. "In your dreams," he replied, voice flat and cool. No smirk, no laugh. Just that simple shutdown. It stung a bit, but Naruto laughed it off, shoving Sasuke's shoulder lightly. "Oh yeah? We'll see, duck butt. Bet I land the first hit." Mizuki blew his whistle, cutting the chatter. "Focus, you two. Pair up for warm-ups. Naruto, Sasuke, you're together. Start with basic stances." The class groaned in sympathy, but Naruto hooped. "Told ya." Sasuke rolled his eyes, but a tiny flicker crossed his face. Annoyance? Amusement? Hard to tell with him. They faced off on the worn grass circle, feet apart in the standard guard position. Mizuki circled the pairs, correcting grips and balances. "Remember," he said, "practical skills aren't just power. It's control. Timing. One wrong step and you're open." Naruto bounced on his toes, fists up. He thought about his pranks, how they always involved quick moves. This was like that, but legit. Sasuke stood rigid, breaths even. He hated losing, especially to this idiot. Clan pride burned in his chest. He wouldn't let Naruto close the gap. "Go!" Mizuki called. Naruto lunged first, a wild haymaker aimed at Sasuke's side. Too predictable. Sasuke sidestepped smoothly as water, his elbow nudging Naruto's ribs in a light tap. "Too slow," Sasuke muttered. Naruto spun, grinning through the huff. Lucky dodge. He tried again, feinting left then sweeping low. Sasuke jumped back, countering with a palm strike that grazed Naruto's arm. The impact jarred, but Naruto pushed on, grabbing Sasuke's wrist and twisting. Around them, other pairs mirrored the action. Sakura Haruno sparred with Ino Yamanaka, their ponytails flying as they traded blocks and giggles. Shikamaru Nara yawned through a lazy defense against Choji Akimichi, who moved like a gentle boulder. The field thrummed with grunts and thuds, dust kicking up under feet. Mizuki nodded approval at a few but yelled corrections at others. Kiba, keep your guard up. Don't expose your flank. Naruto broke free from Sasuke's hold, breathing hard. Sweat beaded on his forehead, but excitement pumped through him. This was fun, real fun. Sasuke felt the burn too, a rare warmth in his veins. He didn't admit it, but sparring sharpened him, drowned out the ghosts in his head for a minute. Again, he said, not waiting for orders. Naruto charged, this time smarter. He ducked under Sasuke's jab, aiming a knee at his thigh. Sasuke twisted away, but Naruto followed with a shoulder check that sent them both tumbling. They rolled apart, grass in their hair. The class laughed, and Mizuki chuckled. Not bad but sloppy. Both of you. Control the fall next time. Naruto sprang to his feet, offering a hand. Sasuke ignored it, rising on his own. You're still dreaming, Sasuke said, brushing dirt off. But his tone held less ice. Naruto beamed. Nah, that's progress. Admit it, you felt that one. As the session dragged on, Mizuki shifted to group drills. He demonstrated a simple combo, block, pivot, strike. Watch the flow, he explained. Ninja fights aren't straight lines. Adapt. The kids tried it, stumbling at first. Naruto nailed the pivot after 3 fails, yelling triumphantly. Sasuke got it perfect on one go, earning a pat from Mizuki. Inside, Naruto seethed a little. Why was everything easy for him? But he shook it off. Rivalry fueled him. One day he'd match that skill, or beat it. Hinata Hyuga watched from the edge, her pale eyes wide. She admired their fire, wished she had half Naruto's boldness. Rock Lee, visiting from another class, pumped his fists. Youthful spirit. Keep pushing. His words made Naruto puff up. Even Sasuke cracked a ghost of a smile. By the end, the sun dipped lower, painting the field orange. Muscles ached, but grins dominated. Mizuki wrapped up. Good work today. Practice those forms at home. Tomorrow with Irika, we'll test recall on theory. The class dispersed, chattering about sore spots and close calls. Naruto walked beside Sasuke, still buzzing. See? I almost had you. Next time for real. Sasuke glanced away, toward the village gates. Keep dreaming, dobe. But he didn't pull ahead. For a second, the air felt lighter between them, like rivals, sure, but maybe friends in the making. Naruto didn't notice, too busy planning his next move. Practical lessons? He'd crush them all, grade or no grade. And dragging Sasuke down with him? Even better. The day faded, but the spark lingered. In the academy, these moments built more than skills, they forged bonds, tough as steel. Irika would be proud tomorrow when they swapped stories over books. For now, the practice field echoed empty, waiting for the next clash. 13 years at the Ninja Academy shaped Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura in ways they never forgot. Naruto bounced into the place full of energy, adopted by Karen's mother, a tough Uzumaki woman who saw the spark in the orphaned kid. She taught him the basics of chakra control and endurance runs through the woods, her red hair a reminder of hidden clan ties. Sasuke arrived quiet and driven, his own mother alive and fierce, training both boys in secret sessions. She drilled them on taijutsu forms under the moonlight, pushing Naruto's wild style to match Sasuke's precision. Sakura joined later, her smarts shining in bookwork, but the trio clicked fast. Deep down, they carried memories from another life, hero's wild dreams for Naruto, Hector's cool strategies for Sasuke, Audrey's sharp insights for Sakura. Those echoes whispered plot twists, battles, and betrayals from a story they now lived. Graduation day hit like a summer storm. Caps tossed high, cheers echoed across the Hidden Leaf village. Irika-sensei handed out headbands, his eyes misty as he tied Naruto's on tight. "You've earned this, fox boy." Naruto grinned widely, fist pumping the air. Sasuke nodded once, mask hiding the fire inside. Sakura beamed, clutching her scroll. But joy turned to confusion fast. Their proctor explained that the academy test was just a filter. The real trial waited with their Jonin-sensei, a survival drill to weed out the weak. Excitement buzzed as teams formed. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura landed together under Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja with his silver hair and lazy eye. Whispers spread about him, late to everything, genius at nothing shown. They met him at the academy gates, his nose buried in a book titled Make Out Paradise. "Yo," he drawled, eye crinkling. "Team 7. Meet me at the training grounds tomorrow. Oh, and skip breakfast. You might puke it up." Naruto snorted, crossing his arms. "Puke? Come on, Kakashi-sensei, that's just scare tactics." Memories flashed. Hiro knew this line from the old tale, the bell test trap. Sasuke smirked faintly, thoughts racing. Hector's mind recalled every dodge and feint. "It's a hint, not a rule," he said low. Sakura frowned, pink hair swaying. "But what if he's serious? Starving could mess with our focus." She argued her point, voice rising in that friendly way they bickered over lunch. Naruto waved it off. "Nah, we eat big. Strength first." Sasuke agreed with a shrug. "Listen to your gut, not his." Audrey's echo in Sakura nudged out, but she caved, her decision not skipping her meal to play it safe. Dawn broke clear over the training field, a wide clearing ringed by thick oaks. Kakashi lounged against a stump, 2 bells glinting on his belt. He explained the rules simply: snag a bell by noon, or flunk out. Only 2 bells meant 1 failure. Teamwork? Sure, if you can manage it. His tone mocked, but his eyes watched sharply. Naruto's stomach growled loudly, ramen from breakfast fueling him. Sasuke felt steady, mother's drills echoing in his muscles. Sakura's belly twisted, but she stood firm. "Let's do this," she whispered, heart pounding. They dashed into the brush as Kakashi's kunai whistled past. The first clash came quick. Naruto burst from the trees, shadow clones popping like fireworks, 3, 5, 10 copies charging wild. "Take this," they yelled, fists flying. Kakashi vanished in a puff, reappearing behind one clone with a lazy chop. Poof, gone. Real Naruto leaped high, rasengan whirling in his palm, blue chakra spinning fiercely. Memories guided him. Hiro knew the move's arc. But Kakashi sidestepped easily, book still open. Too predictable, kid. Sasuke struck next, fire jutsu igniting the air. Fireball. A blazing orb roared toward Kakashi, scorching the grass black. The Jonin leaped back, wind jutsu fanning flames away. Sasuke's eyes sharpened, Sharingan spinning red, Hector's tactics flowing. He wove hand signs, Chidori crackling electric in his hand, birds chirping death. He dashed forward, speed blurring, aiming for the bells. Kakashi blocked with a kunai, sparks flying. "Not bad," he muttered, impressed but hidden. Sakura hung back at first, mind racing. Audrey's knowledge screamed trap individual grabs would fail. She spotted an opening, earth jutsu shifting the ground under Kakashi's feet. Mud sucked at his sandals, slowing him a beat. "Now," she called. Naruto grinned, clones swarming again. One grabbed Kakashi's leg, tripping him mid-dodge. Sasuke's Chidori grazed close, singeing the vest fabric. Kakashi twisted free, Shunshin blurring him away. Clever, he thought, surprise flickering. No team lasted this long. He countered hard, water dragon rising from a nearby stream, jaws snapping at Sasuke. The Uchiha rolled aside, water crashing into trees, splintering bark. Naruto charged through the spray, wet and laughing. "Missed me." A clone punched high, another low. Kakashi parried, but Sakura hurled a smoke bomb. Gray clouds billowed, choking sight. In the haze, they linked up. "This ain't working solo," Naruto panted, wiping mud from his face. Sasuke spoke up. "It had been 4 hours and we needed some food, our energy was low." Doubt crept in, Hunger hadn't hit him, but Sakura looked pale. Sasuke nodded, breath steady. He's toying with us. Bells are bait. Sakura's stomach cramped sharply, regret hit. I should have brought my bento that my mom made me. But what if we help each other? Her voice shook, but her eyes lit with Audrey's resolve. Memories painted the end, teamwork wins. Plan formed fast, words tumbling in urgent whispers. I distract, Naruto said, grinning fiercely. Sasuke, you strike. Sakura, cover us. Friendly spark in his tone eased tension. Sasuke scoffed lightly. Don't screw it up, dobe. But warmth hid there. Hector valued the bond. Sakura smiled weakly. I got your backs. They moved as one. Naruto's clones flooded out, a chaotic wave yelling taunts. Come on, mask face. Kakashi engaged, kunai dancing through illusions. Sasuke flanked silently, Sharingan tracking every twitch. Sakura weaved genjutsu threads, subtle fog in his mind, echoes of old fights, pulling focus. The battle peaked in intensity. Kakashi's Raikiri hummed blue, clashing with Sasuke's Chidori in a thundercrack. The ground shook, dirt exploding up. Naruto barreled in, grabbing Sakura's arm to yank her from a stray lightning arc. Stay close. Pain shot through her side from the dodge, but she nodded, grateful. Clones piled on Kakashi, pinning his arms for a second. Sasuke lunged, fingers brushing bells clang, one loose. Kakashi broke free, but the shift showed. He tested harder, earth wall rising to block Naruto. The blonde smashed through with a taijutsu combo, mother's training shining, Uzumaki grit unyielding. Sakura mended a gash on Sasuke's arm quick, her medical touch from academy days steadying him. We finish this together, she urged, voice firm now. Final push, they feigned a split. Naruto fought, front, drawing eyes. Sasuke and Sakura crept side by side, her genjutsu masking their steps. Kakashi spun, sensing it, but too late. Naruto's real rasengan hit the ground, crater blooming, throwing dust. In chaos, Sasuke snatched the second bell. Sakura tied it securely, all three bells in hand. They stood panting, linked arms, facing him. Kakashi lowered his headband, eye wide. Shock rippled through, teamwork raw and real, no selfish grabs. No team passed this before. The test, cooked up by third Hokage for his own squad, broke every group since. It weeded out loners, exposed cracks. But these kids? They put team first, well-being over wins. Sakura's empty stomach? It forced reliance and bond tightening. You pass, he said softly, words foreign on his tongue. Never before. Pride swelled quietly. Team 7 is official. Relief crashed over them. Naruto hooped, hugging Sakura tight. She laughed, weakness fading. Sasuke allowed a small smile, thoughts on futures remembered. Knew we could, he muttered. Kakashi pocketed his book. Celebrate. My treat, Ichiraku ramen. The spot tugged heartstrings. His adoptive parents, gone too soon, slurped bowls their nightly, laughter filling the steamy air. Warm memories surfaced, a rare soft spot. They walked village paths, the sun dipping low. At the stand, Tucci greeted with a grin. Fresh batch. Naruto dove in, noodles slurping loudly. Sakura ate slowly, savoring warmth against hunger's ache. Sasuke picked at his mind elsewhere, plots unfolding in memory. Kakashi watched, mask hiding a smile. Bonds formed here, strong as steel. The village hummed alive, unaware geniuses bloomed in plain sight. Conversations flowed easily over second bowls. That Chidori? Insane, Naruto said, eyes wide. Sasuke shrugged. Your rasengan saved it. Sakura chimed in, and don't skip meals next time. I felt useless. They argued light, opinions clashing, FUNN. Naruto's optimism, Sasuke's caution, her logic. Feelings poured, excitement for missions, fear of foreseen pains, hope in unity. Kakashi leaned back, sharing rare tales. This test? Hokage's idea to build unbreakable teams. He explained the roots of the post-war era, when solo ninjas fell fast. Stats lingered unspoken, 90% failure rate, village stronger for it. expert whispers from old scrolls praised it, but he admitted, "You rewrote the book." Night fell gently, ramen steam curling. In this moment, with bell scars fresh and futures vast, Team 7 stood ready. Memories from Hero, Hector, and Audrey guided quiet twists ahead, but together, they'd face them all. The path stretched long, but the first steps rang true. The sun hung high over Konoha that crisp morning, casting long shadows through the Hokage's office windows. Team 7 stepped inside, their new headbands gleaming under the light. Naruto Uzumaki led the way, his orange jacket zipped tight, blonde hair spiked wild as ever. Beside him walked Sasuke Uchiha, dark eyes sharp, hands shoved in his pockets like he owned the place. Sakura Haruno trailed a step behind, pink hair swaying, her green eyes flicking around with a mix of nerves and hidden knowledge. They weren't ordinary genin. Each carried memories from another life. Hero for Naruto, Hector for Sasuke, Audrey for Sakura. Flashes of the whole Naruto saga burned in their minds, epic fights, betrayals, the pain of loss. They knew this first mission briefing would flop hard. No grand adventure, just weeds and cats. It stung, knowing the real stakes waited years away. But they played along, masks up, ready to nudge things forward. Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, sat behind his massive desk, pipe smoke curling lazily in the air. Stacks of scrolls towered around him, a testament to village paperwork. He glanced up, his wrinkled face breaking into a warm smile. "Ah, Team 7. Fresh from the academy. Come in, come in." He waved them closer, eyes twinkling like he held some big secret. Naruto felt a pang in his chest. In their past lives, they'd laughed at this scene later. Hero and his friends binge-watching anime, mocking the letdown. But here, it hit different. The old man meant well, pumping them up for what? Fetching groceries? Naruto shot Sasuke a quick look. Sasuke nodded, jaw set. Sakura bit her lip, remembering Audrey's old quips about boring starts. Hiruzen leaned back, pretending to shuffle through missions. He pulled a scroll, unrolling it slowly. "Let's see something fitting for you, brave new ninjas. How about tracking a rare bird in the forest? Or guarding the village gates from imaginary foes?" His voice boomed with fake thrill, hands gesturing wide. He wanted to spark their fire, make Genin's life feel epic from day one. But the team saw through it. Sadness twisted in Naruto's gut. This was the wake-up call they dreaded, reality crashing down on dreams. They remembered every detail, the endless D-ranks that dragged on, testing patience before real action. Sasuke's mind raced back to series events, the Chunin exams, the Valley of the End. No time for games. He stepped forward, boots thudding softly on the wood floor. Without a blink, he locked eyes with Hiruzen. "Enough of that, Lord Hokage. Just hand over the chore. You know, the D-rank mission. We want it done by sundown." The room went quiet. Sakura's heart skipped. In her Audrey memories, she'd geeked out over Sasuke's cool factor, but now she felt the weight. They all did. United by foreknowledge, no fear gripped them. Hiruzen chuckled, a deep rumble from his chest. He set the scroll down, pipe pausing mid-puff. "A high-rank mission, perhaps? Is that what you crave, young Uchiha? Why the rush to label it low?" Sasuke crossed his arms, stance firm. Naruto jumped in, voice steady but edged with impatience. "D-rank's the lowest, old man. No way you toss a C-rank at 3 fresh genin like us. That's how it works, right? Build up slowly." He scratched his whisker-marked cheek, thinking of Kara, his adoptive mom, Karen's real mother. She'd raised him after pulling him from the orphanage, teaching him Uzumaki tricks in hidden spots by the river. Kara never lied about village rules. She said genin starts small and earns trust. Sasuke's mom drilled the same into him, patience, but no fool's games. Mikoto Uchiha had trained Sasuke in secret sessions, away from Itachi's shadow. Sword forms at dawn, chakra control till dusk. She'd whispered warnings about the system, her gentle voice firm. Sasuke felt her lessons echo now, a quiet strength in his core. Hiruzen's bushy brows shot up. Shock rippled across his face. Kids this bold? Talking to the Hokage like equals? No stutter, no bows. He leaned forward, elbows on the desk. Such fire. Why the hurry? Missions teach more than speed. Naruto smirked, a fox-like grin splitting his face. Excitement bubbled under his skin. Time to show off. Thanks to a trick I know. We can knock out 10 D ranks in a day. Easy. He flexed his fingers, chakra humming faintly in the air. The Hokage's eyes narrowed, curiosity peaked. He tapped his pipe on the desk. A trick? What's it called, boy? Shadow clone technique, Naruto said flatly, like stating the sky's blue. I pop over 100 clones, no sweat. Uzumaki BLD runs thick in me. Kara taught me young split the work, multiply the fun. Sakura nodded, her thoughts whirling. As Audrey, she'd analyzed jutsu breakdowns online, but living it thrilled her. Clones fight, scout, even paint fences. Real ones, not fakes. We sync up, finish fast. She glanced at Sasuke, who gave a rare half-smile. Friendly spark there, no arguments, just shared knowing. Sasuke chimed in, voice cool. We've trained. Mom showed me chakra chains link clones for bigger tasks. Naruto's right. One day, 10 jobs. His mind flashed to future battles, clones swarming pain, turning tides. But today? Just weeds. Still, efficiency mattered. Hiruzen paused, puffing his pipe slowly. Memories of Minato flickered his own students' clone mastery. These kids knew too much, too soon. Uzumaki, bold claim. 100 clones? Most Chunin struggle with 5. He eyed Naruto sharply, probing for a bluff. Naruto laughed, short and bright. Test me. Kara said our clan's built for its stamina like oceans. Watch. He formed the seal quick, ram sign flashing. Poof, 3 clones popped beside him, identical grins, saluting the Hokage. They vanished in smoke, proof enough. The old man barked a laugh, genuine this time. Warmth filled the room, tension easing. Impressive. Fine, D-rank it is. Lost cat in the East District. Find Tora, return him to the daimyo's wife. He slid a scroll over, seal unbroken. Sakura snatched it, unrolling fast. We got this. Clones for searching alleys, me on tracking sense. Sasuke handles jumps over walls. She felt a rush teamwork from day one, memories guiding their plays. Sasuke snorted softly. Don't hog the action, Sakura. I'll take high spots. Light tease, no bite. Naruto rolled his eyes. Hey, clones do the dirty work. I nap after. They bickered friendly, voices overlapping like old pals. Deep down, gratitude swelled for second chances, for bonds unbroken by fate. Hiruzen watched, a fond ache in his chest. These 3 shone differently. No fear, all purpose. Go on it. Report back by evening. And Naruto trained that jutsu-wise. Power unchecked bites back. Naruto saluted, leading them out. You bet, old man. The door clicked shut, leaving Hiruzen to his thoughts. The village hummed outside, unaware of the shifts brewing in young hearts. As they hit the streets, Naruto's clones fanned out, orange blurs darting between shops. Sakura mapped routes in her mind. Audrey's logic kicking in. Split east and west cover ground double. Sasuke leaped to a roof, scanning the horizon. Tora's lazy. Check gardens first. One clone spotted a ginger tail by a noodle stand. Chase ensued, clones herding the yowling cat through crowds, leaps over carts, dodges past kids. Naruto's real self laughed from afar, directing with hand signs. Gotcha! They bagged Tora in minutes, scratches and all. Back at the office by dusk, cat in hand, Hiruzen raised a brow. Already? 9 more requests wait. Naruto grinned widely. Clones don't quit. Hand him over. Hours blurred into a frenzy. Weeding fields, clones yanking roots in rows, dirt flying. Painting fences, brushes flashing in unison, strokes even. Grocery runs, packs balanced on clone shoulders, weaving through markets quick. Sakura argued paths with Sasuke once, shortcut through the park. He shot back, 2 open ambush risk. Naruto mediated, both ways work. Move. Feelings swirled amid the rush. Naruto's joy spiked, heroes' dreams alive, No loneliness now. Sasuke pondered his clan's fall, vowing to change with these friends. Sakura beamed inside, Audrey's fangirl heart content in real teamwork. By nightfall, 10 missions stamped complete. Hiruzen signed off, awe in his eyes. Remarkable. Rest now, tomorrow brings more. Team 7 filed out, tired but triumphant. They knew the road ahead: wars, growth, redemption. But the start? Their own memories fuel every step. Konoha slept, but their story roared on. Naruto stuffed the fresh stack of cash into his wallet. Sasuke did the same, his movements sharp and quick. They turned to leave the Hokage's office, ready for some real action. But Sakura's voice cut through the air. "Hey, where do you two think you're going?" Kakashi leaned against the wall, his visible eye narrowing under that mask. He echoed her question with a lazy drawl. Naruto flashed a grin, trying to play it cool. Deep down, flashes of old memories stirred lives as Hiro and Hector, worlds away from this one. They knew the twists of fate all too well, the pains and triumphs of the series yet to unfold. It made him bold. "To have some fun," he said. "We're heading to the casino. Figure we can flip the script on what happened with Tsunade-sama. You know, she lost big. We're aiming to win it back for the village vibe." Kakashi chuckled, but it held no warmth. "Strike it rich? Not likely. The house always comes out on top. And they spot cheats faster than you can blink. One wrong move, and you're out on your ear." His words hung heavy, laced with the wisdom of too many missions gone sideways. Naruto felt a spark of defiance. Those memories from another life, Hiro's endless drive, Hector's cool calculation pushed him forward. Cheating? No need. This was about skill, luck, and a bit of that Uzumaki fire. "That's the fun part," Naruto shot back. He clapped Sasuke on the shoulder. They started down the wide stone staircase of the Hokage Tower. The steps echoed under their sandals, the air thick with the scent of polished wood and distant rain. Sakura hurried after them, her pink hair bouncing. Worry creased her brow. She had her own echoes, Audrey's sharp mind from that other existence, memories of battles and heartbreaks that sharpened her concern. "Wait up. How do you even plan to get in? You're not 21. Casinos don't let kids waltz through the doors." Sasuke paused at the landing, his dark eyes steady. He remembered his mother's training sessions, long nights in the Uchiha compound, her hands guiding his through katas and strategies. She had drilled patience into him, the kind that turned odds in your favor. Naruto's adoptive mom, Karen's mother from the Uzumaki line, had done the same for him. Fierce lessons in seals and endurance, passed down like family heirlooms. Those bonds made them unbreakable. "Once you're a genin, you're legal," Sasuke said. "The village can't treat us as minors. Think about it, we're sent on missions that could end our lives. Explaining that to the elders? They'd have to rewrite the whole system." Sakura stopped short, her mind racing through the logic. She knew the rules, but hearing it laid out hit different. In their shared memories, as Audrey had seen the weight of such choices, friends lost too young, villages torn apart. "I guess that makes sense," she admitted. "But it's risky. What if they card you anyway?" Naruto laughed it off. "Then we improvise. Like always." Kakashi watched from above, shaking his head. He felt a mix of pride and fear. These kids carried burdens no one their age should, yet here they were, chasing thrills. The trio pushed through the tower's heavy doors. Konoha's streets buzzed with evening life, vendors hawking ramen, shinobi nodding hellos. The casino loomed at the edge of the market district, a grand building with red lanterns glowing like foxfire. Naruto and Sasuke shared a look. Excitement hummed between them, fueled by those alternate lives. They knew pain waited in the future, betrayals, wars, but tonight? Tonight was theirs. Inside, smoke curled from pipes, and the clatter of chips filled the air. Lights flickered over green felt tables. No one batted an eye at their forehead protectors. Genin's status opened doors here, a nod to the village's warrior code. Naruto veered left toward the poker tables. The room pulsed with tension, players hunched over cards, dealers flipping with practiced ease. He slid into a seat at a no-limit game, wallet heavy in his pocket. Sasuke went right straight to blackjack. His spot was at a high-stakes pit, where the dealer eyed him with mild curiosity. Naruto's first hand came fast. He scanned the table. A burly merchant, a sly kunoichi, an old vet with scarred hands. Memories of heroes' gambles in another world guided him, reading faces, spotting tells. He bet boldly on a pair of aces. The flop hit strong. Raises flew. The kunoichi folded early, her bluff clear as day. Naruto pushed all in on the river, heart pounding. The merchant grumbled but called. Naruto raked in the pot, chips clinking like victory bells. Beginner's luck? The vet muttered. Naruto just smirked. This was instinct honed by mothers who taught survival. Across the floor, Sasuke faced his dealer, a stern woman with tattoos snaking up her arms. Blackjack suited him. Simple math, quick decisions. Hit or stand. He started small, doubling down on an 11 against a 6. Cards fell his way. 21, bust for the house. Wins stacked up. A small crowd gathered, whispers rippling. Kid's got ice in his veins, someone said. Sasuke's thoughts drifted to his mother's lessons. She had made him practice focus for hours, turning chaos into control. Feelings of quiet triumph swelled. He wasn't just playing, he was proving something to the ghosts of his past. Minutes ticked by. Naruto's table heated up. He bluffed a straight on a weak draw, forcing folds. Then a full house crushed the vet's trips. Cheers erupted. People clapped him on the back, buying him drinks, but he waved them off. "You're cleaning us out," the merchant laughed, half joking. Naruto felt alive, the rush better than any ramen bowl. But doubt crept in. How long before security noticed? Sasuke hit a streak too. Natural blackjacks twice in a row. The dealer reshuffled, sweat beading. Bets climbed. He split a pair of 8s and drew perfect 10s. The pit boss, a stocky man with a clipboard, hovered nearby. Sasuke sensed the shift. In his Hector memories, he had navigated tighter spots, alliances broken, enemies closing. He stayed calm, emotions locked down. Word spread like wildfire. Gamblers drifted over, forming knots around both tables. Naruto's laughter boomed as he won another pot. Sasuke's nods were curt, but his stack towered. The air thickened with envy and awe. "Who are these genin?" a woman asked Sakura, who had slipped in to watch. She crossed her arms, a proud smile tugging despite her nerves. "My teammates. Don't bet against them." The floor boss finally stepped in. He was broad-shouldered, face like weathered rock. "Alright kids. Fun's over. Let's see some ID." Naruto leaned back, chips piled high. "We're legal, boss. Genin papers if you need." The man checked and grumbled. "No fakes there." He called for surveillance, eyes scanning for sleight of hand. Naruto and Sasuke sat still. No tricks. Just sharp reads and bold calls. Security swarmed 2 guards, a camera tech. They patted down, checked shadows for hidden wires. Nothing. The boss paced, frustration boiling. "You can't be this good. Nobody wins like this clean." Sasuke met his gaze. "Check again. We're playing fair." Minutes dragged. The crowd held its breath. Finally, the boss threw up his hands. "Fine. But we're watching every move." Relief washed over Naruto. He thought of his adoptive mom, Karen's mother, with her red hair and fierce hugs. She would laugh at this, proud of his grit. They played on, but the magic held. Hands blurred into hours. Pots grew massive. Naruto folded a monster bluff that had the table reeling. Sasuke rode a hot streak, splitting and doubling like a pro. The spectacle piqued announcers over the speakers, even the owner peeking from upstairs. Sakura hovered at the edge, her Audrey instincts warning of burnout. "You two are insane," she whispered during a break. Naruto wiped sweat from his brow. "Feels good though, like we own the night." As dawn hinted outside, they cashed out. Each walked with 5 million ryo, bags slung over their shoulders. The boss trailed them to the door, still muttering. "Don't come back tomorrow," Sasuke smirked. "Wouldn't dream of it." Outside, fresh air hit like a reward. Naruto punched Sasuke's arm lightly. "Told you it'd be fun." Sasuke nodded, a rare warmth in his eyes. Their mother's training, those layered memories they had turned the tide. Sakura joined them on the walk home. "You scared me half to death." But her tone held respect. In the quiet streets, they replayed hands, argued over bluffs. Naruto boasted, Sasuke countered with logic. Laughter echoed. For once, the future's shadows felt far off. They had won big, not just money, but a taste of control in a world that loved to pull strings. Naruto and Sasuke stepped into the bustling business district of Konoha. Tall buildings lined the streets, full of shops and offices. They headed straight for provolone banking and finance. This bank stood out. It offered the highest interest rates in town. Plus, the customer service topped everyone else's. Naruto had checked online reviews that morning. Sasuke nodded in agreement as they walked. Their backpacks felt heavy, bulging with cash from a wild day at the local casino. The casino sat just a few blocks away. A flashy place with bright lights and slot machines. Naruto and Sasuke had spent hours there. They played poker and blackjack. Luck favored them big time. Naruto's quick bluffs won pot after pot. Sasuke stayed calm, reading every opponent's face. By evening, they walked out richer than ever. 10 million American dollars in total. Not yen. Real US cash from high-stakes tables. Naruto grinned at the thought. "This is our ticket to easy living," he muttered to Sasuke. Inside the bank, cool air hit their faces. Marble floors gleamed under soft lights. Tellers worked behind polished counters. Customers waited in neat lines. Naruto and Sasuke joined one. Their orange and dark jackets stood out among the suits. Soon they reached the front. A middle-aged woman with glasses looked up. Her name tag read, Ms. Hara. She smiled at first. Then her eyes narrowed at their backpacks. "We need to make a big deposit," Naruto said. His voice carried confidence. "All cash. Earned it fair and square today." Sasuke added, "From the casino. No issues." Ms. Hara leaned forward. She eyed their young faces. Naruto's whisker marks and wild blonde hair made him look like a teen. Sasuke's sharp features and black hair gave him a brooding teen vibe. Both are barely out of their academy days in the village. "How much cash?" she asked. Her tone dripped out. "You two seem too young for that. Running an errand for your parents?" Naruto's cheeks flushed. He hated that question. Always treated like a kid. Back in the village, he proved himself in missions. Here, the same old story. "No errand," he snapped. "It's ours. And we're not leaving till it's handled right." Sasuke shot him a glance. "Stay cool, it's it." But Naruto pushed on. "Get me the bank owner. Anthony Provolone. Now." Ms. Hara's face turned red. Indignation flashed in her eyes. "Young man, you can't demand that. This isn't a game." She reached for the phone. Her finger hovered over security's button. "I'll call guards if you keep this up." Just then, a door swung open behind the counter. A tall man in a crisp suit stepped out. Gray hair slicked back. Warm eyes behind gold-rimmed glasses. Anthony Provolone himself. He moved with easy grace. Spotting the pair, his face lit up. "Naruto." "Sasuke," he called. His voice boomed friendly. "What a joy to see you here. Provolone Banking and Finance always welcomes you too. Come on back." Ms. Hara froze. Her mouth hung open. Anthony waved her off gently. He led the boys to a side office. Plush chairs waited. A big desk held stacks of papers. The teller followed, arms crossed. Upset clear on her face. "Mr. Provolone, these boys demanded to see you. Said they have a large deposit. I think it's a prank." Anthony chuckled softly. He sat down, gesturing for them to do the same. Naruto plopped into a chair. Sasuke took the one beside him, calm as ever. "No prank, Ms. Hara," Anthony said. "These are good kids. From the village. Now, boys, what's the big deal? Why the yelling at my staff?" Naruto leaned in. "She didn't believe us. We just want to deposit cash. A lot of it." Sasuke nodded. "Safely. With trust." Anthony steepled his fingers. Always polite, he asked, "How much are we talking? Each of you?" Naruto didn't hesitate. 5 million. Each. He patted his backpack. That's why I need someone solid to handle it. No funny business. Ms. Hara snorted. BS. That's more than a jounin earns in a year. Elite ninja pulls in maybe 2 million tops. From missions and bonuses. You kids expect me to buy that? Sasuke's eyes narrowed. He felt a spark of annoyance. People always underestimated them. After all they'd faced fights, losses, growth. But he stayed quiet. Naruto, though, unzipped his pack. Bill spilled out crisp green American dollars. Sasuke did the same. They started counting. Stacks grew high on the desk. 1 million. The room was filled with the rustle of paper. Ms. Hara's doubt cracked. Her eyes widened. Anthony watched, impressed. 10 million total, Naruto said. He wiped sweat from his brow. The counting took 20 minutes. Tension hung thick. See? All real. Anthony whistled low. That's a mighty chunk of change. Your interest earnings will pile up fast. At our rates 4% on large deposits, you could see hundreds of thousands grow yearly. Smart move coming here. Sasuke glanced at the stacks. A small smile tugged at his lips. But he shook his head. Don't get too comfy with it yet, Naruto. Got plans. Naruto raised a brow. What? Spill it. Sasuke leaned back. That service. Rent a girlfriend. We're signing up for the 24/7 package. 300,000 each. Full access, anytime. Naruto's eyes lit up. Oh yeah? Never thought of that. Inside, he felt a mix of excitement and nerves. Companionship on demand. No strings. In Konoha, services like this popped up after the peace settled. Companies offered rentals for dates, talks, and even adventures. Rent a girlfriend matched guys with girls for company. The 24/7 meant round-the-clock availability. Calls, visits, whatever. Popular among busy ninja. Stats showed over 50,000 users village-wide last year. Helped with loneliness after wars. Ms. Hara huffed. Spending that much? On what a fake date club. Anthony held up a hand. Easy, Ms. Hara. It's a solid service. Beneficial for young folks like them. Keeps life balanced. He turned to the boys. Warmth in his voice. Wise choice. My granddaughter uses the flip side. Rent a boyfriend. She's in the 24/7 too. Says it helps with her training schedule. Never a dull moment. You'll both love it. Companions who listen share laughs. Tailored to your needs. Naruto thought it over. Sounded perfect. After casino wins, why not treat themselves? Sasuke felt the same. A way to unwind without village drama. Yeah, Sasuke said. We need that backup. Anthony nodded. To make up for the hassle and any insult felt use my computer. Register right now. I'll process the payment. No transaction fees. Our apology. He pulled up his desk setup. A sleek screen glowed. Naruto and Sasuke huddled close. They clicked through the site. Profiles popped up. Girls with smiles, bios full of hobbies. Naruto picked one who liked ramen chats. Sasuke chose a quiet type for deep talks. 300,000 each. Anthony typed fast. Fees waived. Confirmation pinged in seconds. Ms. Hara watched, still grumpy. But even she softened a bit. The money stacks proved real. Anthony clapped their shoulders. Deposit secure. Accounts set. Go enjoy, boys. Naruto stood, lighter now. Backpack's empty. Thanks, Anthony. Best bank ever. Sasuke agreed with a nod. As they left, the district buzzed outside. Sun dipped low. Their future felt bright. Cash safe. New adventures lined up. In Konoha, wins like this didn't come often. They savored it. Anthony talked about how the service lets folks mix and match packages. You could pick bits from one and add them to another. That way, you get a setup that's all your own. No one else has the exact same thing. He said it opens up wild options for fun times. Over at the Hokage's office, the air felt thick with old scrolls and fresh ink. Hiruzen Sarutobi sat behind his massive desk. Pipe smoke curled from his favorite pipe. He sifted through stacks of papers. One envelope caught his eye. It came from Nagomi Uchiha. Another followed from Kara Uzumaki. Both women detailed their actions. They had signed up Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha for the ultimate HAREM premium package. This top-tier option from the rent-a-girlfriend service included everything. The girlfriend would find new girls to add to the relationship, themed roleplays, even clan-approved bonding sessions. Hiruzen's lips twisted into a grin. It was the kind that sent chills down spines. Most villagers knew to steer clear when he smiled like that. His eyes narrowed with glee. The documents came from Nagomi Uchiha and Kara Uzumaki, Sasuke's grandmother and Naruto's adoptive mother. Nagomi, sharp-eyed and composed, had stamped her signature with perfect precision. Kara, cheerful and quick with a grin, added her signature in bubbly ink. Both women had paid extra for something called the CORA Initiative, the Clan Omiai Restoration Act, a legal matchmaking program designed to help endangered ninja clans repopulate through formal Omiai meetings. Omiai, look meet, was an old tradition from the Land of Fire. It wasn't quite an arranged marriage, more like a structured introduction for those seeking serious future partners. In this case, it wasn't just tradition, it was law, a system to ensure that the Uchiha and Uzumaki bloodlines would never fade away again. And both boys, without knowing it, had been enrolled in what villagers whispered about as the HAREM plan. Hiruzen puffed his pipe, eyes narrowing. Those two, he murmured, lips twitching into a grin. Attached beneath the CORA forms was a note, a report from the village's intelligence network. Subjects Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha were overheard discussing their new accounts on the Rent-A-Girlfriend site. Both have opted for the 24/7 Ultimate Premium package. They believe their families do not know. Hiruzen stopped reading. Then he laughed. A deep, rumbling laugh that echoed around the office. The kind that promised mischief. Oh, this is perfect. He leaned back in his chair, eyes glinting with mischief. They think they're clever sneaking around with a civilian dating app while their guardians already locked them into ninja-level matchmaking. He tapped the papers. C doesn't just match partners. It binds clan contracts. Once registered, it's official village business. His grin turned wicked. And during the final round of the Chunin exams, I'll reveal it to the entire crowd. Let's see their faces when I announce that every single eligible woman in Konoha has opened season on the last Uchiha and the Uzumaki heir. He chuckled again, deep and satisfied. That'll teach them to mess with me. The door creaked open then. His secretary, calm, sharp-eyed, streaks of gray in her hair, poked her head in. Lord Hokage? You look intense. What's got you smiling like that? Hiruzen gestured for her to come in. Sit. You'll enjoy this. She perched on a stool, clipboard in hand. What did Naruto and Sasuke do this time? Hiruzen sighed, setting his pipe aside. They broke into my private collection years ago. Swapped every single one of my Ika Paradise books with Bibles. The secretary blinked. Bibles? He nodded grimly. Dozens. Neatly stacked. Time for some real reading, old man. Signed with a fox paw print and a Sharingan swirl. She tried, and failed, to hide a laugh. That's creative. Creative. Hiruzen slammed a hand on his desk. That was sacrilege. Those books were Jiraiya's masterpieces, limited editions. He took a long puff, letting smoke swirl around his face. Then his voice softened, dripping with dark humor. So when fate handed me this little situation, well, I couldn't resist. The secretary leaned forward. You mean CORA? He nodded. CORA. Clan Omiai Restoration Act. Government-backed matchmaking to restore dying clans. Once enrolled, there's no backing out. Their guardians signed the paperwork. And thanks to their little 24/7 rent-a-girlfriend stunt, the system automatically linked both registrations. Her brows shot up. So they're bound by 2 contracts? Exactly, Hiruzen said. The rent-a-girlfriend service feeds directly into CORA's matchmaking algorithms, meaning their so-called girlfriends are now officially recognized as clan suitors. The secretary whistled low. That's devious. Hiruzen smirked. Oh, it gets better. The system adapts in real time. Does Naruto like ramen? His matches will bring him home-cooked miso bowls at sunrise. Sasuke broods about revenge? His matches will flirt like rival Kunoichi with something to prove. They'll get no peace. She frowned, though amusement sparkled in her eyes. Isn't that a bit cruel, Lord Hokage? They're still boys. Hiruzen leaned back, pipe in hand. Boys who broke into my office, tampered with a Hokage's seals, and mocked my taste in literature. I'd call this balance, not cruelty. He blew out smoke, watching it twist toward the ceiling. Besides, they might learn something from this. About family. About commitment. About not replacing a man's paradise collection with holy scripture. The secretary chuckled softly. So revenge through bureaucracy and romance? He smiled. Exactly. The finest kind. When she left, the old Hokage turned his gaze toward the window. The village stretched below, peaceful and bright. In 7 months, he whispered, the whole village will watch as my little prank unfolds. His laughter filled the tower again, the low, satisfied cackle of a man who'd waited 13 long years for payback. So alright folks, that's all for today. Stay tuned for more crossovers. Do subscribe, like and share for more such videos. Also check out the story and author Hector Flores on FANFICTIONnet. Press the bell icon to be notified first on release. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.